Hi guys, this is Aaron with Ghost Raptor Gaming and Guns. If you've ever played a Western game like Gun or Red Dead Redemption 2, or even some other more modern games like Call of Duty World at War, or something along those lines like Fallout, then you're probably pretty familiar with the double barrel shotgun. So here today, we have just that, a double barrel shotgun. Now this is the Stoeger Coach Gun in 12 gauge. Now this is sort of the base model, and you can get this in a variety of different models. They have a single finish. This is like a dual tone kind of finish. This is the base model, but they do have it in a solid blue finish, believe it or not, a solid chrome finish. They have it in I believe a solid stainless finish, and these all have maple stocks, both the front. They even have a double defense model, which is like a tactical double barrel. I don't know why you'd really need that, but hey, whatever, it's marketing. So this gun comes with a standard front bead sight. It comes with interchangeable chokes on both barrels. These are 20-inch barrels, 3-inch chambers, so you can shoot 2 3/4 inch kind of standard trap or light game shells, or 3-inch magnums. Be advised, it's not really fun to shoot with 3-inch magnums. It kicks like a mule with those things. And it is loud because of these short 20-inch barrels. This gun is very loud. In fact, I think it's the loudest gun I've ever shot in my entire life. And it's a common complaint, even with my dad, my brother, and other people that I go hunting with, that this gun's very loud. It's not so bad if you're behind the gun and you're shooting it because the sound is going away from you, but if you're next to somebody who's using this gun, you're not going to be too happy with that person. So this has it's a breech loading gun. So right here, this lever actually opens it, and you can see it's clear. It has a safety. It does not have an auto ejector. So you have to pull out the casings manually. If you dump them and they drop free, you're going to have to like pluck them out by hand, load into new shells, and close it. It does have an automatic safety. So when you close it, this safety here will be in the downward position or rearward position. And then when you go to shoot it, you need to push it up. And you can probably see there's an S there. S means safe. Push it forward and you're good to fire. It has double triggers. The forward trigger controls the right barrel. The rearward trigger controls the left barrel. So once your safety's off, you do that. Now we're not going to get any accuracy or trigger weight or anything like that because it's a shotgun, so that would be a little unnecessary. The stock is checkered for traction. It has a nice short length of pull, so this is good if you're a smaller statured shooter. Let's go right into disassembly and reassembly just because it's very easy, and that'll lead us to a couple more ideas behind it. So this lever right there in the front gets depressed rearward like so, and the handguard comes right off. And as you can see, it's a very simple component. Next thing you do is you pull this lever to the right like this, and then the entire barrel assembly comes off, and that separates the stock and the receiver from the barrel. Now this hook right there is what actually kind of holds the gun together, and that holds it in place on that bar right in the middle right there. So when you reassemble the gun, all you have to do is line that hook up with that bar, bring it to the closed position, and it locks in place. And then you take this, particularly these metal components right here at the end, I'm not really sure what you call them, and you're just going to put it right here into this groove. This is a little difficult to do on camera, but bear with me. And then just snaps together like that. And that's it. That's disassembly, that's reassembly, and so it's a very easy gun to maintain. It's a very easy gun to take apart. It's a very easy gun if you're a gunsmith to work on, that kind of thing. So what can this gun be used for? Now this is a very popular hunting gun. It was designed as a coach gun, and that basically means up close and personal self-defense work is what this had in mind. Stagecoach drivers and stuff would use this to fend off bandits. So you wanted a gun that could spread a lot of shot in a close distance very quickly and stop attackers. Is it still relevant for that? Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. But I think it's good for hunting, especially as a brush gun. It's good for tighter quarters. It's very handy. It gets on target. You can snap from target to target very quickly. And that short barrel really helps you in tighter quarters. So it's a good all-around hunting gun. You just swap the chokes out for something different if you're expecting a little more long-range shooting, or if you want to change the spread of your buckshot. If buckshot's allowed in your state, here in Rhode Island it is not. But it's capable of shooting slugs just fine. Backpacker's gun. This would be a really good backpacker's gun because you saw how small all the components are when they're disassembled. So if you're camping, hiking, doing any kind of backpacking, you can throw this in your kit with a box of shells and you're on your way. And whatever you need it for, you have it for. How about cowboy shooting? Cowboy shooting, I think that it's period correct in the fact that while it doesn't have the exposed hammers on it, like a lot of double barrel shotguns do have, it is period correct in the fact that in the like late 1800s, early 1900s, a lot of these double barrel shotguns were striker fired or internal hammer fired. So they didn't have the hammers on them. They were just like this one. So you could use it for that kind of thing. So self-defense. Self-defense, I think you'd be surprised at how good this gun would be for home defense or self-defense. Like I said, it's designed to open up relatively quickly and put a threat down. Being a 12 gauge, it's pretty powerful. And actually this particular shotgun was used by the New York State Police all the way up into 1971, I want to say. So it was actually used fairly recently in self-defense. The only thing that you have to remember to do is that if you use this for a home defense or self-defense, basically you're firing both barrels and hopefully you're stopping your threat or deterring the threat and they're going to leave. And if not, be sure that you really practice with this gun. You can reload quickly, or you have a handgun nearby so you can simply just drop it like police officers used to and draw your handgun and you're still good to go. Durability and reliability. It's been a very durable gun. This thing's built like a tank. Reliability is off the chart. It's an extremely simple gun, so it's extremely reliable. Price range and would I buy it? Price range on this particular gun, on the base model here, is about $450. It may be a little less, it may be a little more, just between the recent election and COVID and stuff like that. But generally these guns, the price stays relatively the same basically no matter what happens, because it's not something that we're worried about politicians trying to take away from us, and it's a very basic kind of firearm. So generally the prices don't fluctuate all that much, to about $450. Would I buy it? Now, I didn't buy this one. This was a Christmas gift from my father when I was about 14 or 15. I was just old enough to hunt, so he figured it's a short gun, he'll be able to handle it. And so I didn't buy it, but I've used it extensively, and if I had to go back, or if I had to buy a shotgun today, yeah, absolutely, I would buy this gun. I think it's a high value gun. I think it's a well-built gun. I think it's a durable gun. I think it's a simple to use gun. If you're just getting into firearms, or you're just getting into some sort of trap shooting or something like that, and just shooting sport, this is a really good gun. Whether you're a man, woman, or even a child of reasonable age, I think that this is fine. And I think that about does it. I just want to take 1 minute quickly to talk about Patreon. You guys, Patreon is extremely important. It's an extremely important resource to YouTubers in every different genre of video. We're much like PBS. I am supported by viewers like you. So if you can hop on a Patreon, sign up for just $1 a month, you can help me out big time with the little things like targets and ammo that keep this project going. So please, become a patron of mine and support this channel. You guys are the greatest. I want to thank you and all my fans out there. This is Aaron with Ghost Raptor Gaming and Guns. I will see you at the next review.